Guys, we're going to talk about turbo kits in today's video because we were doing some turbo fab yesterday, but first we're going to start with a little bit truck talk, and then we're going to flame Mason a little bit. So, hey, big guy, now's your chance. Show the people. Show it off.
Oh man, this is a bad timing.
Is it bad timing?
Well, I mean, it's...
Yeah, you mean to get in the passenger seat?
I don't think that's it. Yeah.
Alright, we'll go to the passenger seat. This is my guy Mason's 6.7. He claims to be the world's fastest 6.7. Also, it's on the biggest wheels of any 6.7. It's got amp steps, the only 6.7 with amp steps. The world's largest center console.
That's not done yet.
Alright, let's give us the grand tour here. We're going to talk to you a lot today.
Oof.
But we have a few things to discuss.
Oof.
This video is not dedicated to Mason, but it's about Mason.
I thought we were done with this yesterday.
No,
it's not over.
No, we didn't document any of it. All right. Well, we're gonna start off on a high note here.
Yeah.
What is this?
That came out of my old one.
Oh, like a change holder?
Yeah, it's where your four-wheel drive on the fly would normally be.
Oh, okay.
But XLT model, I got that four shifter. Yeah, I got a TV in my truck now.
Damn. Does it connect to like Wi-Fi or how does it work?
So it's an Android tablet.
Yeah.
Basically. So you can connect to Wi-Fi, connects to your phone like a normal radio, or you can put a data plan on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which is my plan.
No pun intended. Talk to it. Make it do something.
Oh, I can. Oh yeah, this is the coolest part. Turn temperature down.
That couldn't have been any better.
Turn down temperature. Yeah, you have to say the commands right, or else it doesn't work. But turn temperature down. Oh, it's just not gonna do anything this time. Yeah, the talking to it feature is but you know, this is, I couldn't afford the really nice one because those deals are like $2,500, so I got the China version. But yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want to. I think it's connected to the Wi-Fi right now.
So you can play YouTube and all that stuff on there? So like driving down the road, be YouTubing?
Yep.
Damn.
Look, there's Little Bill and Big Bill hopscotch.
He's looking like me with the coveralls.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't look like him. He looks like me.
Oh, I think he has seniority.
He does have seniority. Respect. I look like him with the coveralls.
But yeah, no, I mean, you got Spotify on here, so you know you want to listen to music.
Don't play music. Copyright,
you just
bro.
hit that and
all right.
Music rocking. Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks you can't play music. So
all right, well, let's go here real quick before you get too far into this today. Let's go in the shop. We got to do a little bit of talking in the shop, and
I don't want to.
No, you have to.
I don't want to.
You have to. Mason made a mistake yesterday. We're all about accountability around here.
I was accountable yesterday. Today we forget about it.
No. Some lessons you have to learn about for a few days. So if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, I'll put a tag up in the corner here. You guys can click it. I made a charge pipe for, this is now Chase's car. It was Shannon's car. It's now Chase's car. This is Bloodbath. If you guys don't know this car, you probably don't know much about small tire drag racing. I think it was like the 2019 Limited 28 Champ, small block Ford powered, Fox body, absolutely flying. Shannon and I say the Young family have a great name in small tire drag racing, as they just whoop a lot of ass. All the ass but the black sheep. Don't make me put a clip on there of me gapping Shannon. I have a couple of them. Anyways, we're not trying to get too disrespectful and rowdy this morning. Chase has the car. LS swapped because that's what smart people do, and he had the hot side off of a what was it, like a New Edge car or something?
No, it was a small. It was a Ford Fox body, but it was for a small block Ford.
The hot side?
Yeah.
Oh, it just happened to work with the Flotex?
Yeah, they had to modify it.
Oh, all right. Well, it looks great. It works great. Came here with no charge pipe. I'm like a mediocre fabricator. I can stick some stuff together. I do have moments where I do weld nice, like that right there. That's some pretty decent welding for myself. And then there's moments where I don't weld as nice. Just being 100% transparent. I don't do it a lot, so yeah, it's just that's kind of where we are. So I got the charge pipe done, and I was happy with it. The fitment's pretty good. Needed to put a blow-off valve on there. I said to Mason, I was like, hey, we need to order a blow-off valve flange. And I ended up looking around, and I had a blow-off valve flange here, but I noticed this after this whole incident occurred. So I was just like, you know, I got that done, got it bolted up there. Mason's like, I'm gonna cut one off. I was like, no, don't cut one off. Like I either have one or I can get one. They're like $10. I'll have it here in a day. And I'm gonna cook some chicken. I'm gonna cook lunch for everybody. Right? That's what happened.
Kind of, except you were much more pouty about it whenever it happened. So
about what?
The blow-off valve.
No, I'm pretty sure I said I'm not using that dumb shit. I'll just buy a new one. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, it was like you had an attitude.
Which is, I mean,
so
rightfully so.
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a brand new billet one right there.
You know, this is bloodbath, and you got to remember that.
No, I mean, that charge pipe is extremely nice. Well, it was extremely nice. So, I'm over there grilling my chicken. There's some grinding going on behind me. I said to my man, David, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know what Mason's hacking up. He's like, why don't you go see?
I made a mistake.
I'll let you take it from here.
All right.
Yeah, I want to play-by-play, step-by-step.
You want to play
inside your brain.
All right. So I told John, I'm like, yeah, Chase brought me a blow-off valve. It's on his old charge pipe, which is like this big around. And it was like actually this big around. That's how big the charge pipe was. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, no, I have a flange. I just got to cut it off the charge pipe. And he's like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then stomped off.
Oh, so, to cook lunch.
Yeah, but you had an attitude.
I mean, I was hungry. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hangry.
We were all pretty hangry at this point anyway, and very irritable, right?
I wasn't. You were.
Yeah.
You were ready to be I was ready to be irritable, knowing what you were about to do.
So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it myself."
How's your welding?
It's not terrible. Listen, if I needed to make two pieces of aluminum stick together, they're sticking together.
Did you think about welding on that charge pipe?
No, I was not going to weld on it. It's like, John will be pissed if I weld this on. I mean, here's my aluminum weld. This is my first time ever TIG aluminum.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen much worse.
I mean, for my first time ever, dude.
Yeah, no, you got potential.
So I'm like, I will cut and fit everything, and then John can come over here and weld it. So I cut and fit this. I feel like I did a pretty nice job.
You know, that doesn't look bad, honestly.
And then I was like, where do we put this?
Now, I said in the other video, I was like, I like to hide these and kind of get them out of the way. Like, if you look at the black sheeps, we'll just zoom in on the black sheep, right? It's sleek, it's out of the way, it's right up against the intake, short vacuum lines, you don't have lines going everywhere. Very clean look. Slick Rick is off to the side, up front, like over here, but we got vacuum lines running right here. A lot of thought. You're playing chess, not checkers, when you're doing this stuff. So short runs with vacuum lines, it makes everything clean. When you start getting lines run everywhere, it looks bad. So I was probably going to put this guy like right here maybe, and then you just run the vacuum lines right under the intake, right to the blow-off valve.
Yeah, so I didn't have the exhaust on yet. So my first thought is oh, I'm not going to put it under there because it'll, you know.
Oh, hold on. Time out. Did we put that much thought into it? Don't start lying for the camera. No, hold on. We're going to zoom in and see here.
I knew that the fuel pressure regulator was under it, so I'm like, it can't go up. And I was like, oh, hell, I'll just put it right here.
And then what happened?
John came in here, threw a fit.
No.
You were pissed.
If you saw what he was doing to cut this, okay? We've put 1 million blow-off valves on. Here, this is what we do. Ready? Hold on. I'll show you exactly what we do. All right. We grab the new $10 flange, okay? We hold it up to wherever we want to put it, right? We trace it out. We get a hole saw. We drill said hole. We stick on there, we weld. My man was over here.
So, you want to play-by-play of this situation? All right, this is where I'm going to put the hole. I had held this up there, fit this up. I had held it up there and, you know, traced it out. So I come over here where all the fabrication stuff is. This is
not where the hole saws are. The hole saws aren't here. I have a whole nother box with hole saws.
Pull out this hole saw kit. And I open this deal up and this is what I find.
Yeah, we don't use that.
So we can go from 1.25 inches or whatever this is straight to 3-inch, so there was nothing in between.
Here, give me the 1.25" one. Let's see how it fits in there. Oh my God, that's not. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
So I started to use this, and it. Can you see that?
You're saying it's bent?
How bent it is?
Well, we don't really use this ever. That's why it sits in this box. The box on the other side of this wall has all of our hole saws.
Well, no, I didn't know that, and you were being grumpy, so I was not.
No, this was pre-grumpy. This was me cooking chicken. I'm just cooking chicken at this point.
No, you were already grumpy about because I said we were gonna reuse this flange. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna reuse the flange.
Yeah, you didn't even know you
in
had
stock. I mean, I didn't even look at my stock.
You said we'll order one.
Okay,
like,
so
whatever, you know.
So then what? The whole saw's out.
So the whole saw's out because I started to use it and then it was like all bent. So I was like, how am I gonna cut this? I know. I'll come over here. I chuck the charge pipe up here on the vise. I grab a grinder, and then a few more little slices in it.
About that time, I show up and it looks like a toothless hillbilly took a bite out of the charge pipe.
Yeah, but see, he doesn't have. He talks about me not having the vision whenever I picked where to put the blow-off valve, but he didn't have the vision for how nice I could make that hole.
Did you have the vision?
On how nice I could make the hole?
No, of where the blow-off valve position was.
I mean, I thought I did, but my vision wasn't.
So what happened when you put it up to the car?
So then John starts flipping out. He hasn't even seen where it's at yet.
Oh, I just knew it wasn't in the right spot.
Yeah, he just starts flipping out. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I just, let him be mad for a minute. And then I come over here, I put it all up here, and I look, and I'm like, hang on, clear the hood. But I will say, after looking at Shannon's hood, it's a bubble hood.
So you might get lucky.
And I don't know what he had going on with that small block Ford deal. I don't know if he had like a 10-inch charge pipe in there, but it looks like where he cut the hood for the elbow is like this wide.
So what did we learn after all of this?
Maybe next time just take a step back, act on thought, not intentions. Just I think we lucked out. I think it's gonna be okay.
This was the equivalent of just sending a GTO into a ditch.
That was another time where I acted on intentions and not thought.
Are we seeing a trend here? Are we seeing a trend?
But every time I've done something dumb like that, I've learned my lesson.
So now, before we just cut random holes in other people's charge pipes, we don't ask.
Well, I mean, it's as mine as it could be.
All right, well, there's your update on that. So there was the learning lesson for today. Will you just take that off and put this on there already?
Why? This one fits better than that one.
This one is brand new. It has to be fit.
I don't understand what's wrong with this one.
Just new, old. Already had stuff run through it. Probably weld like hammered ass. Brand new.
You
probably
want me to show you how to weld it?
Oh my God, Chase! I'll look out for you. I won't let him weld that.
I'll weld it.
I won't. You want to weld it?
No, because I don't want to mess up all your nice charges.
No, you weld it, my boy. You
weld it.
No, you weld it.
I can.
Big welder guy. Guys, you guys will see him on the welding page. I don't know shit about welding. He is like the poster child. He's already been up there with like millions of views.
My work has probably the most views on that page.
Yeah, no, for real. All right, so enough of that stuff. Let's go over here. We're talking about the LTD. This is another little fab project we're doing. We're swapping from a T4 turbo over to a T6 turbo, and fitment wise, hey, where are you going? You're not leaving here. This is also your baby too.
This is my baby?
I mean, you worked on it.
Yeah, I did a little bit of work on it.
What are we thinking here fitment wise? Everything is too large and nothing quite fits. 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense because I feel like this is easy in a normal Fox body, but this is a normal Fox body right here.
Yeah.
I don't understand why all of a sudden it's so hard.
Yeah, the turbo, our turbo placement was originally going to be up here in the fender area, kind of pushed in as far as we could. Unfortunately, the turbo is just, it's a long boy.
It's a big turbo.
That is a big turbo. Don't let that thing fool you. That is a large turbo, just physical footprint wise. So if we put the compressor cover all the way up against the headlight bucket, the T6 flange is like right here, making it impossible to put a bend on that. So we're back to the drawing boards. Pops and CJ, we have a group, Shannon, really everyone's in it.
If you've seen them in a video or hanging out here at the shop, they're probably in that group.
Yeah. So we post a lot of like what we're working on projects. We kind of brainstorm and get ideas, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, because there's no bad information. You can get information from everybody and use everybody's info to make your own decision.
And there's definitely some people in there with some bad information.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't hurt to get bad information. You just have to know how to use the useful information, and then just look at the bad information and say, appreciate it, thanks, I'm gonna pass on it. So I'm reaching out to you guys here, the viewers, for some input. I know some of you guys are at home doing turbo kits, doing fab work, building race cars. What are you guys using on a setup like this? We have a Fox body right here, which is a similar setup, a little bit larger turbo, but we have a tube front end, which gives us so much room. And as you can see, everything is kind of crammed in there. We don't have the factory core support. We have a lot of stuff trimmed out. We have the turbo in a very unorthodox position with a drain mount in the tube front end. Literally doing everything we can to maximize the space. This thing here does not have a tube front end on it, so we really have to be extremely efficient with how we place everything. The first thing, we definitely need to run a different style header. So what are you guys at home on your Fox body stuff using? Are you guys using Flotex? Are you guys using a log style manifold like we have on this car? Eddie Murphy here has a Huron Speed manifold on there, which is extremely compact. It points the V-band down, which gives you some good options to route it, whether you need to go down and under, down and across. I'm thinking something along the lines of how this is set up, where the T6 flange is on the outside of the frame rail, is going to be the only way we can make it fit.
I agree with that 100%. That's going to be the only way.
Yep.
These turbos are similar in size. Like,
yeah, this is a GT55.
Like, that's a way better, like, that's a larger turbo.
Ben 420s.
Numbers wise.
Ben 420s. Let's just
physical wise, they're about the same size.
Yeah, that's a big turbo. So what I have in mind is maybe if we run some down and forward stuff, a log style manifold like that, you can loop the hot side under the frame rail and come up, and then this one over here will just run across and come up the other side. That's where I'm at. Where are you at with it?
That's about your only option. I mean,
this header and everything here is fine. This is an on-3 header. This is an on-3 header that I cut and put a V-band on there. It's just, being that it's up, is giving us a lot of problems.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could probably put a factory manifold over there on that side and put a V-band down and put a V-band on it and run it up in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you make all the power in the world.
Oh, guys have made like
it ain't gonna matter.
Nearly 2,000 horsepower stock manifolds.
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah. That's, I mean, this guy here is like a similar style turbo kit with a crossover, the turbo hung on that side, and that's on stock manifolds.
Let's not build it like that one.
No, that one's good now. Hey, V2, it's good.
It's much better.
V2, it's good.
We'll say it's better.
It's good on V2. So, yeah, this video is, I'm just looking to brainstorm with you guys. You guys comment down below. If you were building this kit, if you're building this at home, what do you recommend? What would you do? The cold side's already run. It's already got an intercooler right here. So we're going to run the cold side that way into the intercooler so everything else can stay the same. Just a little modification on the hot side is going to be necessary to get the turbo where we want it. It's a tight fit regardless, just because you got to think, when you lose that frame rail at like the strut tower, when you do the tube front end, you lose like all of this, right? So it just gives you room everywhere. There's no need to tube front end this car. This car is very much so street car. Before, it had the complete full inner fenders in it, and nothing was really cut up except for the hole in the hood and everything.
I said, you fixed that.
Yeah, no, I fully molested this, like full blown molestation of the LTD. So, just comment down below, guys. I'm just seeking some advice, seeking some help, seeking some answers. I don't claim to know. I'm entry-level fabricator. I just do it for fun and try to help my buddies out. And this is where we're at. So we got two badass turbo cars right here. This one here is just getting wrapped up. This one here, I'd say we're at like the 50% mark. We already have some stuff cut out. We know where the turbo really only has one place where it'll fit. Now we just need to make it happen, and let's see, you know, if you guys, I'm hoping someone comments and just like has a great idea, and I'll be like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. You know?
You know, something else we could do. Nah, man, the hole's already cut in the hood. That's another problem.
Well, the exhaust, like, that exhaust is 4-inch. There's not a lot of room to run 4-inch anywhere. I mean, it is a big unit, and you can't run it out the fender because then you're going to start getting into your turning radius, and you're going to have some clearance issues over there. So there's a lot of you really got to be very cautious and think about everything before you just start slapping stuff on there.
Yeah, like that blow-off valve.
Hey, I'm so proud of you for learning. I'm so proud. Hey, mistakes are learning opportunities.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with making mistakes.
Listen, we all make mistakes every day.
Oh yeah.
I watch Sean do it just constantly. So.
Mm-hmm. But I also learn the most because they're learning opportunities. Mason.
Does that make you the smartest?
Mason.
You learn the most?
Mason literally said, he said, man, I only make one mistake a day.
2 mistakes.
No, you said one mistake a day. You did.
No, it's 1,000 things a day. Probably mess up 2 of them.
Oh, he said he does 1,000 things each day and only messes up 2 of them. How many does that count for?
That's 1.
Oh, that's a big one.
Listen,
that's
you thought that was 2 mistakes because you thought the way I cut the hole was a mistake. But how good is that?
It wasn't right, but I'm not gonna say it wasn't wrong. You just like you went through your ass to get to your elbow.
Made it happen though.
He's the big make it happen guy. All right, guys. I need your help in the comment section. Comment down below. I need some advice on building turbo kit stuff. I do want to say the Alpha TIG. Love that welder. It's a very good welder. Very impressed with it. It welds good on stainless. It welds good on aluminum. I'm excited about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We're going to have the Black Sheep all back and fired up tomorrow. We'll have the Red Lobster done. We're trying to go to the Dyno Friday. Hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day. And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.